Presenting the Northwest Bank Wildcat News with the Bolt's Emily Magas. News from the Humboldt schools presented every Wednesday at this time by Northwest Bank. And now, here's Emily.
Good morning. You're listening to 97.7 The Bolt. This morning I am joined by Shelly Powers, and we are going to be talking about financial aid, of course, for college. We've got a new class of seniors. They may have just started their senior year of high school, but it's definitely time for them to think about college and how exactly they are going to pay for college. So, Shelly, I'll hand it over to you. You said one big thing is to understand the process and all of the different steps that go along with it.
Right. So the main process for financial aid is figuring out a way to pay for your investment for the students for their future. And one of the things that everyone needs to do is that they need to fill out the FAFSA form. And that is the form that will determine what state and federal aid that the student will receive and the amount of student loans the student will qualify for as well. And so students will go to www.fafsa.gov to get to the free application for federal student aid website. Now, it's really important that you go to the .gov because there is a scam out there. Okay. And so you want to avoid the .coms. Mm-hmm. So in that form, there will be a part that the student will need to fill out and a part that the parent or guardian will need to fill out. And then once that form is submitted, that can be applied for after January 1st. Of this next year, January 1st, 2016. And that will be submitted, and then after that, the student will receive a award letter that will determine the amount that they qualify for on all levels. And then that's when you can start the process of working with the college that the student has chosen to attend with their financial aid department. Mm-hmm. Another way that students can start looking at help financing the college fund would be to begin searching for scholarships. And you don't have to wait till you're a senior to do that scholarship search. You can begin, at any point saving for college, but just to see what's out there. Mm-hmm. A lot of them might not be available for students until they are seniors. However, it just gives you an idea to plan ahead for some different deadlines that might come early in their senior year, as senior year can get very busy for individuals. Mm-hmm. So you always want to start doing the scholarship search. And again, I want to make sure that you don't give a lot of personal information out when you're doing the scholarship search because, unfortunately, again, there are individuals that want to take advantage of people and may utilize their information in an inappropriate manner. So just make sure that you are very careful when you do the scholarship searches and that you look to see if the website is sponsored by like Better Business Bureau or, somebody reputable like that. And then also the next step, you would want to understand the college costs and any other financial need. And this is where it works really well to work with the college financial aid department. Mm-hmm. They're the experts in this area and can help finance and guide the next step. So in that part, you will have, the costs. You'll have the tuition and fees, room and board, books and supplies, your personal expenses, and transportation. A way that students can save while they're at college to maybe help reduce some of those expenditures would be to look to see if you can rent your textbooks instead of purchasing them. I know that they have some available online now instead of having the hard copy. So those tend to be a little cheaper as well. So those are all different things that individuals can do to be a little more cost conscious and can start saving for scholarships and their financing for the future.
All right, awesome. Lots of great tips there and lots of different things for those seniors to get ahead of the game on. We're going to take a quick break here in the Northwest Bank Wildcat News, and we will be back to talk about college planning night and, of course, more about college here on 97.7 The Bolt.
Hi, this is Julie Clendenin with Northwest Bank. Northwest Bank is proud of its partnership with the Humboldt Community Schools. Northwest Bank supports Wildcat academics and athletics and wishes the players, students, and parents continued success. Commitment you can bank on isn't just a slogan, it's the way we conduct our business to meet the needs of our customers. We offer great rates, great products, and superior service. Whether you're buying a house or shopping for a new car, come experience the difference. Northwest Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, we're back here on 97.7 The Bolt in the middle of the Northwest Bank Wildcat News, and I am joined by Shelly Powers. We're talking all about financial aid, costs for college, all sorts of different stuff that there is to get on for those seniors. And like she mentioned a little bit earlier, you don't have to be a senior. You can start planning for some of this stuff ahead of time. It definitely does help. And there is going to be a college planning night coming up next Thursday, right, Shelly?
Correct. And that will be sponsored by the organization here in the state of Iowa, the ICANN, which is the Iowa College Access Network. And that is a great website and has a lot of really good information. It's very user-friendly. And we will do a college planning night at 6 o'clock in the high school cafeteria on October 15th. And right after that meeting, which will take about an hour, at 7 o'clock, we will start the financial aid. So students and parents are welcome to attend both or just one or the other. But I would strongly recommend seniors who plan to go on to college, they attend the financial aid. And I really like to encourage students to go as well, because on the loans and everything, it is going to be the student's responsibility, and the more active they are involved in the process, they will understand and be a little more informed citizen moving forward and taking on those extra costs. And just, it's a good conversation piece for the family and to work together, because it is a lot for one individual to take on. And so I really like parents and students to attend if they can. And I realize that not everybody will be able to attend those times, and so they can certainly stop in my office and get some information, and I can fill them in on what happened.
Yep.
But back to the FAFSA, at one point we used to have to apply for a PIN to fill out the FAFSA. And in May of 2015, that has changed. It's called FSA ID. And what that is, it's very similar to having your PIN to be able to fill out the financial aid form online and sign your signature electronically. But for security purposes, they have changed it to the FSA ID. And so what that means is that students and parents will now need to have an ID and in order to access the federal aid form. And if you already have a PIN, then you can link those two together.
Okay.
So that is something new. And as far as starting the process, saving is a great way. At one point, somebody had mentioned that what they had done when their children got out of the baby stages and the costs of the baby food and the diapers and the formula, that they took a portion of that fund and put that towards the college. So that was just something that, they no longer needed those type of cares for their children as they grew up, but that was their way of saving. So, saving, anything is a great way to help reduce the costs.
Yep, as someone who just got out of college less than a year ago, I concur with her. Saving every little bit, every penny that you can definitely helps when it comes to going to college and planning ahead. And like she said, attending that college planning night, knowing what you're getting into is a big deal, and it will really help you a lot in the long run, especially once you're towards graduation of college. So anything else that you would like to mention, Sherry?
I would just like to say that the community does a really nice job here in Humboldt, that all the organizations here, several of the organizations here in the community provide scholarships for our students, and that application will be made available in November, so students will have a couple months to work on that. And it's really nice because it's a one application, and it goes to all of the different community organizations that are involved in the Senior Awards Night. So that's another place that they can get additional funds.
All right, again, that is Shelly Powers joining me here on the Northwest Bank Wildcat News on 97.7 The Bolt. Thank you, Shelly. And again, don't forget that college planning night, 6 o'clock on the 15th. It's great for both students and parents to attend. So keep it locked right here on 97.7 The Bolt.
This has been the Northwest Bank Wildcat News Program, presented every Wednesday at this time by Northwest Bank.